that one.
Yeah, and the one he did, for like
and we are back.
Reasonable Doubt was.
This is the B-side to the 2006 review. And so we stopped at 3, so we're going to start at number 2. Any of y'all want to just roll, man? We on our albums.
I'll roll with it. Number 2 was Game, Doctor's Advocate. Not gonna lie, Ray kind of hurt me with number 5.
Yeah, that was too low, brother.
I mean, I just said, but I didn't say your relationship with Game, though. You know what I mean? But I mean, to me, it was like, well, for one, to me, this is probably his best album. 2, it was like, okay,
fire.
You don't have Dre no more. You don't have 50, and he essentially was able to make a Dr. Dre album without Dr. Dre.
Yeah, right.
If you listen to the production,
I'm like, Dre's not on this, John.
But he pretty much had all Dre Ghost producers, though.
And it was consistent, not all over the place.
Exactly, like he was focused. He was all the name drops, and the name drops does get to me after a while. But I wasn't able to tolerate it. But I mean, his vision, like the collabs, with him and Nas, especially the joint he did with Dog Pound, Bang. They've been going back and forth.
Bang was crazy.
Woo. California Vacation, we were bumping that recently.
Oh yeah. Salud.
Let's go to comp.
Oh yeah. But yeah, to me, he was built to fail and prove everybody wrong. Like when you think about everybody who left G Unit, everybody who left G Unit failed. Young Buck, Boy, they were not able to survive other than Game. Who everybody went on. He don't got Dre. The 50's the puppet, but he was able to show that there's no puppet strings here.
And you know what? This was 2006 was the year that G Unit started to flop.
Yeah.
Because from 03 to 05, everything they did was platinum or better. In 2006, Mobb Deep flopped, Lloyd Banks flopped. Yeah. And then Game comes out and number 1 goes platinum.
This album was so fire, man.
For real, man. Like when I first even from the beginning of the intro, I'm looking like, oh man, like
All Stars.
Yeah. I mean, to me, front to end, I was in love with the Jamie Foxx song. I thought that kind of was thrown in.
I removed it off my iTunes.
I actually replaced mine with you remember the one song? It was like on a B side, but Feels Good with Maya.
No, I don't.
Listen to that. That's the replacement song. That's
what you put in there.
Yeah, that song's fire. That should have been on the album.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the same time frame. So
yeah,
it could have.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have the hit, like I said, the hit single like he had on the first album, but I thought this was a more cohesive album.
Very,
probably the most focused album to me.
Yeah, man, I'll go. So I commend that Game selection. My number 2 album was a fellow named Odyssey. He came out of nowhere from that low budget crew, and this year was his first album. It was through Jazzy Jeff when Jazzy Jeff had that imprint. What was Jazzy Jeff's label?
Touch of Jazz.
Touch of Jazz. There we go. Touch of Jazz. He had Cat Brown on there. He had Odyssey on there. This album was amazing, and E is not even in amazing.
We'll figure that out, right?
Go Google that. I love this album. It's always. This is why it's number 2 for me. I mean, it goes all the way through. You got Jazzy Jeff cutting and scratching, and Odyssey really put me on this DC vibe that I had no really clue of before him. That these DC cats is on that boom bap just as well as East Coast fellas, and
I had no idea this came. I heard Odyssey through Renzo. I had no idea this came out this year at all. I've heard like later projects. I had no idea this was an 06 release.
Yeah, great. I mean, it's my number 2.
And he makes his own beats too, right?
He did everything.
He basically he's Kanye but better bars, basically.
Right.
Lady, you know I'm worth it. I say your voice sexy. She was on my service. Now, back to a serious matter.
And he got better lyrically now than then. But for this time, it was like right what you need.
And nothing, I can tell you right now, just listening to a little bit of this, nothing out of 06 sounds like this. No. Like he's in his own lane. That's easily.
Crazy thing about Odyssey, and it's funny because I didn't even know who knew about Odyssey, who didn't. He don't know Wildfire, but he actually knows why. He made everything. So my boy actually was working with Odyssey, so I actually got to know Odyssey through that experience and Cat Brown through that experience. And actually, next time I'm home, remind me if I come. I actually got an Odyssey beat CD with a lot of beats the world ain't never heard.
Wow,
joints that he sent us for my boy, man. Like, and on the low, the drums that I did for Cushion Corinthians, Yo, I just listened to a lot of Odyssey drums, and I kind of measured the drums versus what I heard from him to try to make it sound like that crispy thump that he got. You know what I'm saying? Like he used to use the oh man, I forget what it's now called, like an emulator or EMU, some older drum machine is what he used to use versus like an MP or whatever. So it sounded real dirty and gritty. You know what I'm saying? So like, man, I'm a huge Odyssey fan. Actually, I tried to get him on Nas' joint when we was in that camp or whatever, but it didn't really work out. He was more so, I think, working on his own stuff.
Right.
But he's one of the cats that I always thought would sound dope on, like, Nas would sound dope on Odyssey beats, yo. So, surprised you threw the boy Odyssey in there. Yeah, that's cool.
Yo, I gave him high regard because this, I mean, Odyssey's newer stuff is like really good, but like this Foot in the Door joint was like I was banging this for like 6 years straight, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wow. Yeah. So that's my numbers. Deuce.
Number 2.
Man, I'm over here trying to decide. Now I'm kind of nervous about what I want to say next. I gotta decide. I got like 3 seconds to decide.
Do you want me to go before you, or you good?
All right, yo, I'm gonna go with Kingdom Come, which means my one.
Oh my God!
See, now I don't feel so bad.
Oh my goodness! Podcast's over.
Cover that when we told you tell the Pope where the producers here, not yet.
Brother, it be like drop call.
Oh man.
Like when y'all were talking, I was like, man, I don't want to spill the beans. But man, look, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. I played this intro to this probably 30 times last week. No exaggeration, yo.
Yes. What's
last week,
Prelude.
You cannot like not get into this album. You know what I'm saying? When you hear that intro, man, like I even went and found other intros by the same dudes. There's a group named Tim and Bob. But I think the group is, and they actually got some other real smooth stuff. Mel and Tim is the dudes where the sample came from. And I was so mad that, you know, whoever produced that, B Money, I think, was able to find that joint. And it wasn't really far in the game yet, but that intro in itself was crazy. And then, oh my God, John and the Kingdom Come is alright.
Oh my God.
But then the Show Me What You Got came on, and that joint was crazy. And then the 30-something, and the Laws one. And then the Anything joint, man.
I do like anything. That's my guilty pleasure. I do like anything.
Anything was garbage. That joint sucked kind of bad, but
with a chick is alright. Well, you got a female. Anything is alright.
Really?
Yeah. With a female.
It feels so weird when they play it, sir. But you know, it's all good. Listen, in Minority Report, like one of y'all mentioned earlier with the piano, you can really tell that's when Dredd was really, you know, getting good with the piano. You know what I'm saying? It's the way the beat rolls and the way Neil sings on it. I think this genre is very underrated, yo.
Yeah.
Was sharp.
Yo, there's like 5 really good songs. The rest of them, they need legal aid, man.
He also had Dig a Hole and Trouble. I think those got to be in your 5.
Trouble was hot.
He got in Cam's ass in one of them.
Trouble was hot. I don't know, man. Oh, I'm hurt.
I totally understand.
Three kind of caught me off guard. She was like, ooh.
I'm just hurt because I put a lot of stuff that I like. I ain't heard my man yet, and y'all got him ahead of my man? All right, let's go.
Let me knock out my number 2. Well, my number 2 has been mentioned already. I've actually put Hip Hop Is Dead as my number 2. I have it above Kingdom Come. 10 years ago, I would have had Kingdom Come over Hip Hop Is Dead, but the reality is Hip Hop Is Dead, like we said earlier, everybody talked about it. Even if you hated Nas for saying Hip Hop Is Dead, you had to talk about it. If you were from the South, East, whatever. Like you said, Nas is always sharp. The production I thought was an upgrade from Street's Disciple. This album's I don't think this album's necessarily quite on par with Godson, but Nas definitely sounded inspired, rejuvenated. Especially over the fresh production. I actually think he makes great music with Kanye West on this particular album, and it was a great debut too. Right? Yeah, Still Dream. Yeah, and it was Chris Chrisette Michelle got nice shine on this too.
She was on both Jay's and Nas
out. Yeah, they came out a month apart, and it was his Def Jam debut. Oh, and this song I love more. And when you watch the video to Can't Forget About You, it's a throwback to...
you could play this at your wedding.
Yeah, seriously.
Coco Cohibas.
But the video, if you remember the video, he's in the middle of the street, like in If I Ruled the World.
Yeah, right. It's a he
brings it to as if I ruled the world. When you see it, it just this is my number 2. He spoke for the culture here, so it's kind of hard to not put this at number 2 when he was literally not just rapping about himself, but the culture as a whole, wherever you were from, what region, whatever part of the world you were from. That's my number 2 for 06.
Listen, you can't forget about the God Body and One of Ashes. Brandon's personal favorite song, produced by Chris Webber.
I heard y'all bashing it. I'm like, I like that song.
I like that. I'm not gonna lie. I like One of Ashes.
Chris Webber did.
He did what you must need, man. He's the one champion.
Put the ashes in the ring. Come on. That's a real story.
Oh my God.
But this one hits like right here. And rest in peace, what's it called? Natalie Cole was in the video at the end because of the Nat King Cole sample. So
you know you want to One of Ashes, man. Why you fighting?
Cool, man. Smoking part 2. Smoking is another bad one. Nas, I want to see. I'm gonna be a fly on the wall. And Nas is picking like all his beats. Like, I want to go with the Zookeeper's son over there, yo.
Well, what did you think before we move on? What did you think about the song he did where he's in the James Cagney voice? Who Killed It? Did you like that one?
I like it. No, I like the song.
I'm still like deciphering that song. Like that.
Yeah, it was
weird. Yeah. No, that was dope, man.
Yeah,
it was a real good concert song. At first, I was like, "What?" But then I was like, "That joint actually was kind of crispy, though, for real."
It took me like 10 minutes to get over it. And after that, I'm like, "Yeah, this joint's hot."
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's a good album, man. Blunt Ash could have been left over. But,
oh man, just over the guys.
Well, so we on ones now. So number 1 album, 2006.
We on 1?
Yeah. Go hard to go home.
Who's going with that?
I'll start because I don't think y'all gonna agree with me.
Well, I'll go, man. My number 1, I gotta go. The Game, Doctor's Advocate. Such a strong LP. I wasn't really a Game dude like until that album came out. Like the documentary was like, to me, it was like a lot of like radio help.
Yeah.
And it was a cohesive piece. Like that was a G-Unit album, you know what I'm saying? You got Dre mixing there, but
like 450 Cent collabos.
Yeah. I didn't really buy him as like, all right, it's cool. But then Doctor's Advocate came out and he's kind of like stripped of all of his powers, and it's just like it's just him on his own, man. And that album is like, dog, like that's like my bag. That gave me the most passion that year. You know what I mean? And that was my album from front to back, every single song. The joint "You Wouldn't Get Far," Kanye, everything, everything. And he's just rhyming like and it made me go back. Really, I had the documentary, but it made me go back to the documentary. I mean, all right, let me add this cat on to my favorites list. He would go on to disappoint me later on, and I think he came back in 2015 with the documentary part 2. And this is for like another podcast, but Game is just one of those guys where he's just like scatterbrained sometimes.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If he could just focus in and just do this hip hop thing, I mean, he would definitely be in a top 5, top 10 MC.
Oh yeah, the potential always been there. It's just the stuff outside of the music,
right? The distraction,
and everything.
50 himself said he was just like, Game is a great lyricist. He's like, he just can't write it. Like he would try to diss him by saying he can't write a hit record, but even 50 said Game can rhyme. So I mean, I understand why this album is topping lists.
Like
bar
I
really
bar,
do.
You know what I mean? If you could hang with Nas on the track, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Nas doesn't necessarily wash him under collabos.
No, they almost like even each other. They almost like phase each other out.
And he kind of how like Luda put everybody on notice that these dudes from Atlanta can rap better, just as good as these guys from New York.
Yeah,
metaphors and similes. Game did it in a similar fashion where like, yo, I'm from Compton, but like I can go with Nas, I could go with Cannabis, I could go with Chino XL, I could go at whomever you throw at me. That you call lyrical. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So you know. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Game is definitely underrated, man. I mean, even the stuff he's been putting out the last few years. Like y'all said, if he can kind of just like keep it cohesive, and if he wouldn't have got off on that beef with G Unit and try to bait Jay,
that nonsense.
You know what I mean? He'll be like one of the ghosts, honestly.
Oh, no doubt. And he has that like it factor. Like he has a star factor to him, where like a lot of these guys don't. You know, but he uses powers for bad, man, for evil, not good, in my opinion. most of the time.
Yeah, he's had his cornball moments. That's why.
Yeah.
But his story's real. But,
Yeah. All right, man. So y'all got for number ones, man.
I'll throw mine because I don't know if anyone else was gonna say this, but my number one for 2006 is Fish Scale by Ghostface Killer.
I'm about to say, man, you saved your